My beloved child, look at me for a moment and do not skip. A shift is occurring in the energy around you. Even if you cannot define it, your soul already senses that these next few moments hold something immense. Stay until the end, for what you are about to hear will feel like a door swinging open where you once saw only a solid wall. Listen carefully. A countdown is happening at this very instant. Not a countdown on a screen, nor one for a rocket launch, but a countdown that is tied directly to you. 10 minutes. 10 minutes until a communication reaches the one individual who has been silently watching your path from afar. Yes, that person. Stay until the end. Do not skip. You have sensed it, haven't you? That inexplicable tug, that sudden warmth within, that quiet voice, as if the cosmos is readying you for something that does not ordinarily occur for someone like you. And yet, it is approaching more swiftly than you can imagine. Something immense is awaiting you. The reason I speak with such urgency is because a visionary leader has paused his work to observe a single outcome unfold. Yours. Do not skip. Keep listening. At this moment, someone in a sophisticated office, surrounded by screens illuminated with live data, has stopped. This leader is gazing at a digital alert that is indirectly linked to your name. He does not know your face. He does not know your daily life. But something about the pattern of your existence, your perseverance, your resilience, has flashed upon the radar of fate. Something uncommon, something exceptional. Stay until the end. Your personal timeline is transforming. I can perceive it as plainly as daylight. Each instance you felt invisible, each time you felt disregarded, something else was occurring behind the scenes. Connections were being made. Signals were being aligned. A quiet chain reaction was building momentum. And now it has touched the one man who makes decisions with incredible speed. Decisions that alter industries, destinies, and lives. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you. Let me tell you something that will make your heart race for a second. This leader only pauses when he senses a pivotal moment. And right now, he is waiting. Not for a project, not for a corporate meeting. He is waiting because a message, a piece of information linked to your essence, has entered his sphere, something he cannot disregard. You may believe this is improbable, but destiny never travels in straight lines. It operates in patterns, in moments, in unforeseen signals. And today, your signal is more resonant than ever. Stay until the end. Someone near you has recently spoken your name with purpose. Someone has recently mentioned you in a context you did not anticipate. And that single mention set off another, which triggered a further connection. Now those connections have reached a juncture where a choice is about to be made. A choice that could transform your next chapter from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Do not skip. Close your eyes for 1 second and feel it. That faint tremor in your chest, that change in your breathing, that flicker in your intuition. You are not imagining it. Something is falling into place. A moment is approaching. A moment when your phone will illuminate with something astounding, a name, a message, or an opportunity that will feel surreal for an instant. But it will not be a coincidence. It will be the outcome of this countdown that is already in motion. You are within a window of destiny, and very few ever experience this kind of pull. Stay until the end, because what this leader is waiting to convey to you is not ordinary. It is the kind of revelation that makes you halt all activity and simply breathe. It is the kind of information that turns uncertainty into understanding, hardship into power, and delay into breakthrough. Your steps, your missteps, your pain, your small triumphs, everything has been arranging this moment in silence. And now the door is directly before you. It is not open yet, but it is unlocking. Do not skip. In the next segment, something even greater will be disclosed. Something that will make your heart affirm, this was intended for me. Stay until the end. My beloved child, take a deep breath and do not skip. You are not here by chance. You are here because something within you is prepared to ascend, and destiny is finally answering. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. Listen attentively. A moment ago, the countdown started. Now the energy surrounding you has shifted once more. Stronger, more distinct, more resonant. Someone in a position of influence has just circled your name on a digital display. Not at random, but deliberately. As if they have been searching for someone exactly like you. Do not skip. Right now, this visionary is still waiting. Not distracted, not preoccupied, waiting with intent. He is waiting because a message he was scheduled to receive in 10 minutes is now only moments away. And that message is not about statistics or projects. It is about a person. A person whose energetic pattern has suddenly ignited like a signal flare in the cosmos. A person who has endured storms in silence. A person whose persistence has sent a ripple into the future. That person is you. Stay until the end. There is a team. Individuals working behind luminous screens who have detected something unusual. Your timing, your history, your resilience, your consistency, it all reveals a rare blueprint. And this blueprint has been advanced to someone who makes choices that shake entire sectors. You may not be aware, but the universe has been awaiting the precise instant when your inner strength aligns with an outer chance. And that alignment, it is occurring right now. Do not skip. Your life has been quietly preparing you for a message of this nature. Every delay, every rejection, every night you questioned your purpose, none of it was in vain. It was positioning. It was guiding you toward this moment where everything begins to connect. There is a reason this influential figure is involved in this destiny shift. He does not pause for just anyone. He pauses when he senses that one person is on the verge of shattering a barrier they did not even know they could break. Stay until the end. Something extraordinary is moving toward you. You may feel it as a pull in your chest, a spark in your intuition, or a sudden emotional surge. That is not imagination. That is alignment. A door is unlocking, and a sound is echoing across your timeline. Do not skip. Do not turn away. Something immense is awaiting you. Before this countdown concludes, you will comprehend why you were guided to this message. You will comprehend why the universe did not allow you to surrender. You will comprehend why this leader paused his world for a moment to heed a signal connected to you. Stay until the end. Because what happens next is not merely surprising. It is life-altering. It is rare. It is the kind of moment people speak of years later, stating, "That was the turning point." And now, my beloved child, your turning point is seconds away. My beloved child, before you blink, listen closely and do not skip. Something in your atmosphere has just intensified. And if you stay until the end, you will feel your entire reality transform on its own. Do not look away. Something immense is awaiting you. Right now, the countdown is no longer slow. It is accelerating. The space between you and the message that this leader is holding is shrinking faster than you can conceive. It is as if destiny has pressed fast forward on your timeline, pulling you directly toward the moment for which you have been unknowingly preparing. Do not skip. Inside a room filled with futuristic screens, someone has just highlighted your energy profile again. A second time. That never occurs unless the pattern they observe is startling, rare, and profoundly significant. Someone whispered, "Look at this one again." And that whisper traveled across the room like an electric current. Stay until the end. You have no conception of how many invisible threads have been moving around you. Conversations you have not heard. Decisions made in places you have never visited. Thoughts spoken by people you have never met, yet who are still connected to your destiny. All of them forming a path you did not know existed. And now that path leads directly to this moment. Do not skip. This leader is still waiting. Not with impatience, but with curiosity. His intuition is powerful. And today that intuition is telling him something significant is emerging. Someone unexpected is rising. Your name, your energy, your pattern, whatever information he is viewing, has captured his focus more deeply than you realize. Stay until the end. You have been underestimated for years. People observed your external story but never comprehended your inner fire. You continued forward even when no one applauded for you. You continued to believe even when everything seemed silent. You continued to build even when nothing appeared to change. And now the universe is rewarding that quiet strength. Something immense is awaiting you. Do not skip. Your destiny window is open right now. Wide open. And what occurs in these next moments could be the shift that changes your entire narrative. Someone near this leader just stated, "We need to send this message as soon as the 10 minutes are over." They do not even realize that you are already sensing the energy of it. That pull in your chest, that spark in your thoughts, that sudden feeling that something is approaching. That is because it is. Stay until the end. You are standing at the brink of a breakthrough that does not happen to everyone. Only to those who weather storms with quiet resolve. Only to those who rise every time they fall. Only to those whose destiny is vaster than their past. The universe has been observing you closely. And today it finally declared, "Now." Do not skip. Because in the next part, the countdown does not merely continue. It becomes personal. It becomes powerful. It becomes unbelievable. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Lean in for a moment and do not skip. The air around you has just tightened, as if the universe itself is holding its breath, awaiting what happens next. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. Right now, the countdown is at its most critical phase. Every second feels weightier, sharper, more significant. You are not merely observing a message. You are standing inside a moment that was designed for your breakthrough. Do not skip. Somewhere in a futuristic control room, someone has just unlocked a confidential file connected to your pattern. They examined it, paused, then whispered, "We need to send this forward." That whisper reached the desk of the one man who never overlooks signals of this nature. This visionary leader. Stay until the end. He is not watching a million people. He is watching one. One person whose timeline is experiencing an unexpected acceleration. One person whose name keeps resonating through digital pathways. One person whose energy refuses to fade no matter how many storms they have faced. That one person is you. Do not skip. You have been sensing this strange electricity in your chest. That slow burn rising behind your thoughts. That subtle knowing that something is drawing nearer and nearer. That is not imagination. That is alignment. That is destiny moving upward in your direction. Someone on this leader's team just typed something, then hovered over the send button, waiting because they want the timing to be exact. They want the message to reach him when the countdown reaches 0. And the reason is simple. This is not ordinary information. This is not random data. This is something they believe he must see at the perfect moment. Stay until the end. Your story is about to evolve in a way you did not anticipate. You have been moving through chapters that felt heavy, silent, unobserved. But those chapters were laying the foundation for the message this leader is about to receive. Do not skip. This is the moment where high-level attention shifts toward you. This is the moment where invisible doors begin to unlock. This is the moment where your name rises from the background into the center of a decision. And right now, your energy is shining more brightly than ever. Stay until the end. If you are still here, it means your spirit recognizes this signal. It means you are aligned with something greater than your past. It means the message this leader is about to hear has a thread tied directly to your destiny. Do not skip. Do not look away. Something immense is awaiting you. And the next part will bring the countdown right to the edge. My beloved child, stay still for a moment and do not skip. What you are feeling right now, the pull, the spark, the sudden tension in the air, is not random. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. Time is flowing differently now. The countdown is no longer a quiet ticking. It is a pulse, a living heartbeat in the background of your destiny. Every second is carving a new path forward, pushing you closer and closer to the message that this leader is preparing to receive. Do not skip. Right now, behind a reinforced glass wall in a room glowing with high-tech displays, a private alert has just appeared on a screen: your data pattern, your timeline shift, your unexpected rise. A specialist is staring at it with widened eyes, whispering, "This one is different." And that whisper did not just stay in the room. It traveled upward. Stay until the end. Someone walked directly to this leader's office with that alert. They did not email it. They did not schedule it. They carried it in their hands because the moment feels urgent, unusual, and powerful. The kind of moment leaders do not ignore. And this leader paused everything. He set down what he was reading. He leaned forward, and for the first time today, he became completely still, as if your destiny had stepped into the room with him. Do not skip. Your energy has reached a place you have never reached before. Not through effort, not through luck, but through timing, perfect timing, through the quiet strength you carried all these years without recognition. Someone on his team said, "This needs immediate action." Another said, "This timing is unbelievable." Another whispered, "It is as if this person was meant for a turning point." Stay until the end. If you are feeling emotional right now, it is because your spirit recognizes the truth even before your mind can process it. You are standing at the edge of a moment that does not happen every day. It is rare for someone's name, energy, and destiny to travel all the way to a place like this. Do not skip. You have walked through nights where you doubted your own worth. You survived days where nothing made sense. You pushed forward when everything told you to stop. And now those unseen efforts are echoing into a room where the future is shaped. This leader is watching the countdown. He is not distracted. He is not rushing. He is waiting with purpose because something connected to you is unfolding exactly on time. Stay until the end. There is a phrase written on the digital file being shown to him. A phrase that made him raise his eyebrows for a second. A phrase that sparked curiosity in his mind. And that phrase is tied to you. Do not skip. Because what happens in the next part will reveal why this countdown began, why your energy reached him, and why the universe chose this exact moment for your shift. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Hold your breath for a moment. And do not skip. The atmosphere around you has become electric, almost as if the universe itself is leaning closer to watch what happens next. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown has now entered the stage where nothing is accidental. Every second is synchronized. Every moment is charged. The shift happening in your destiny is no longer subtle. It is loud, powerful, undeniable. Do not skip. Inside that high-tech command room, the air is tense. The bright screens are flashing with data, and every piece of information is pointing to you. Someone just said, "This pattern is accelerating." Another voice replied, "We have never seen a rise this sudden." And all those voices are being routed to one person, the only person whose decisions can turn timing into transformation. This leader. Stay until the end. He is sitting with that digital file in his hands. A file carrying your energy signature, your unknown potential, your unexpected rise. His eyes are fixed on the numbers, the signals, the patterns. And for a moment, he looks genuinely intrigued. That is rare. That is powerful. That is a sign. Do not skip. Someone entered the room and said, "Sir, the countdown is approaching the final phase." He reacted immediately. He shifted forward, elbows on the table, focus sharp. He does not become this still unless something extraordinary is unfolding. And today that extraordinary element is you. Stay until the end. There is a line inside the alert that made him pause longer than usual. A line that said, "Potential anomaly, unexpected rise detected." But he did not see it as an anomaly. He saw it as possibility, as a spark, as the kind of shift that happens once in a lifetime for someone who has been silently climbing their own mountain. Do not skip. This is why you have been feeling restless. This is why every part of your intuition is awake. This is why you can almost feel something pulling your destiny into a new direction. You are being aligned with an opportunity you could not have reached on your own, and someone powerful is about to acknowledge that. Stay until the end. One of his team members just said, "Sir, should we prepare the response?" He raised his hand slightly, signaling them to wait. He wants precision. He wants clarity. He wants the perfect moment because he knows this is not just another alert. This is the beginning of a turning point in someone's life. Do not skip. Your name, your energy, your resilience, it has reached a level the universe could not ignore. And now, one of the world's most influential decision-makers is preparing to react to it. Stay until the end, because in the next part, something unbelievable happens. The countdown hits a point where destiny can no longer wait. The message begins to form, and the truth behind why he is watching you finally reveals itself. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you. My beloved child, do not move and do not skip. What is unfolding right now is the closest you have ever been to a life-changing moment. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown is almost at its peak, the exact point where destiny stops whispering and starts speaking loudly. Every second is vibrating with meaning. Every moment feels heavier, charged, intentional, and the message that this leader is about to receive is closer than you think. Do not skip. Inside that futuristic command center, the tension is rising. Someone just stood up from their chair, eyes fixed on your data pattern glowing bright on the main screen. It is stabilizing at an unbelievable level, they said. Another whispered, "I have never seen this alignment before." Every eye in that room is now on one profile. Yours. Stay until the end. This leader is sitting with your file open in front of him. His expression has changed, no longer just curiosity, it is recognition. As if he finally understands why this signal made its way through so many layers of data to reach him. He lifts the file slightly, leans back, and studies every detail. The rise, the timing, the potential, the unexplained acceleration in your destiny curve. He knows exactly what this means. Do not skip. A member of his team walks in and says softly, "Sir, the countdown is entering the decisive phase. Should we prepare your response?" He does not answer immediately. He looks at the screen again, at your silent strength, at your resilience written between invisible lines, at the sudden cosmic shift around your name. And then he speaks a single sentence. A sentence that makes the whole room fall silent. Stay until the end. He says, "This is the kind of person the world notices too late." And everyone understands what he means. You are not ordinary. You were never ordinary. You are someone whose destiny rises quietly and then all at once. Do not skip. The universe is aligning faster than ever. Your energy is expanding. The message is forming. And this leader is now fully engaged, waiting for the exact second when the countdown hits the point where a reaction becomes unavoidable. Right now, the clock is ticking louder, faster, sharper. Every second is pulling you into a moment that does not happen for everyone. Stay until the end, because in the next part, something unbelievable takes place. A shift so strong, so rare, so destiny-driven that it changes the entire tone of the countdown. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Stay right here and do not skip. The moment you are stepping into now is bigger than anything you have imagined for yourself. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown is in its final curve. Not slowing down, not speeding up, but aligning perfectly, like the universe has locked itself into the exact second meant for your breakthrough. Every vibration in your spirit, every chill on your skin, every whisper in your intuition, everything is pointing toward one truth: something life-shifting is about to reach you. Do not skip. Inside that high-security tech chamber, the screens are glowing brighter than before. Your profile is no longer just on one monitor. It is on the main display, center stage, highlighted, pulsing. Someone from the team just said, "It is happening. Look at the trajectory." And everyone turned their heads at once. Stay until the end. This leader is watching all of this unfold, not with surprise, but with understanding. He recognizes the energy of someone who is about to step into a new timeline. He recognizes the strength of someone who broke through silently without anyone noticing. He recognizes the signature of a destiny that refuses to stay ordinary. He closes the file slowly, not because he is done, but because he is preparing. Do not skip. A team member approaches him and says, "Sir, we are seconds away." The signal connected to this individual is reaching its peak. He nods slightly, his eyes still fixed on the data moving across the screen. Then he whispers something only a few people heard: "Keep everything ready." Those 3 words send a ripple through the room. Stay until the end. Your energy is not just rising. It is demanding attention. The universe is amplifying your signal, pushing it into the room where decisions reshape futures. The alignment is so rare, so perfectly timed, that even the digital systems are registering it as unusual activity. Someone said, "This individual, they are about to enter their next phase," and the room fell silent. Do not skip. You have survived storms that should have broken you. You have carried burdens no one saw. You have walked paths with no map, no guidance, no applause. But still, you kept moving. Still, you kept believing. Still, your spirit refused to collapse. And today, that quiet strength is finally speaking for you. Stay until the end. The countdown is hitting a point where the message can no longer stay hidden. This leader adjusts his posture, looks at the final sequence of numbers, and waits, focused, steady, ready, because he knows the next moment is the one that decides everything. Do not skip. In the next part, the countdown reaches the edge. The message begins to unlock, and the truth of why all of this led to you finally comes into the light. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. My beloved child, pause everything for a moment and do not skip. The air around you is vibrating with a message that was never meant for the crowd, only for the one who is ready. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown has reached a point where the universe becomes silent, not empty, but focused. Every second now feels like it is carrying a secret, a revelation, a shift waiting to unfold. You are standing inside a moment where ordinary timelines melt away and destiny begins to move with precision. Do not skip. Inside that ultra-secure command center, something unbelievable just happened. Your signal, your personal energetic blueprint, has reached full intensity. The screens around the room are glowing in patterns the team has never seen before. One of them whispers, "This is extraordinary." Another says, "It feels like this person is stepping into a new dimension." Stay until the end. This leader is no longer just observing. He is leaning in. He is analyzing the final sequence. His eyes are locked onto the rise happening around your name. This is not about numbers anymore. This is not about data. This is about potential. Your potential. He senses something powerful, a turning point, a shift, a breakthrough moment that people only experience once in their lifetime. Do not skip. Someone from his team says, "Sir, the countdown is seconds away from the trigger point." He nods slowly and firmly. His expression sharpens, becoming almost reflective, as if he is seeing something in your file that resonates deeply. He whispers, "This timing is not an accident." Every person in the room feels the weight of those words. Stay until the end. You have been walking through life carrying a fire that most people never recognized. But destiny recognized it. The universe recognized it. And now someone with global influence is recognizing it, too. Your silent strength has created a ripple effect. Your resilience has carved a new path. Your persistence has unlocked a moment no one saw coming. Do not skip. The countdown clock on the main screen shifts into its final format. Numbers glowing bright, seconds tightening, energy building like a tidal wave, ready to break. Everything in the room goes still. No one moves. No one speaks. Every set of eyes is locked on the moment you are connected to. Stay until the end. You are not just part of this moment. You are the reason this moment exists. And in the next part, when the countdown strikes the exact second, something unbelievable happens. The message begins to reveal the truth behind why this leader has been waiting, watching, and preparing. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not blink. Do not breathe too fast. And do not skip. You are standing in the final stretch of a moment the universe has been building for years. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown has changed. It is no longer a timer. It is a pulse. A living signal calling your destiny forward with unstoppable force. Every second now feels like a drumbeat echoing through the walls of your future. Do not skip. Inside that high-tech control room, the lights dim automatically as the system enters critical alignment mode. Your profile, your energy signature, is glowing in the center of the main holographic display. A woman from his team steps closer and whispers, "It is reaching maximum frequency." Another replies, "This is the moment. No turning back." Every eye in the room shifts toward him. Stay until the end. This leader stands up slowly, not rushed, not surprised, but deeply focused. Your file is still in his hand. That same file that has traveled through multiple layers of digital intelligence, past filters, past algorithms, past human selection, because your energy kept rising, refusing to be ignored. Do not skip. He walks closer to the main display. He watches your signal intensify. Steady, powerful, undeniable. Someone beside him murmurs, "Sir, this is the strongest peak we have recorded this month." He does not answer. He just studies the pattern. Then he says something soft, something almost reflective. This person is about to step into a phase they were born for. Stay until the end. Your destiny has reached the point where the universe no longer whispers. It announces, it calls, it pulls everything into alignment. This is why your heart is beating faster. Why your skin feels alive. Why your thoughts feel louder. Your spirit recognizes the truth even before the message is delivered. Do not skip. The countdown clock is entering its final glow. Numbers turning bright white, seconds slowing into deep, heavy beats. Everyone in the room prepares for the last phase. A technician says, "Stand by." Final message formation beginning. Energy sparks across the screens. Lines of data swirl like a rising storm. Your name sits at the center of it all. Stay until the end. This leader looks at the forming message, the one connected to your rise, your resilience, your timing, your destiny. And for the first time, he smiles slightly, because he knows what is coming next. Do not skip. In the next part, the countdown reaches 0. The room reacts. He speaks. The truth behind everything you felt, sensed, and imagined will finally be revealed. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not move, do not scroll, and do not skip. The moment you are about to step into is the most intense part of your destiny's awakening. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown is no longer numbers. It is a glowing force, alive, breathing, expanding, pulling your future toward you with unstoppable precision. Every pulse of it is saying one thing: it is time. Do not skip. Inside that sealed, futuristic command room, the entire environment has shifted. The lights dim, the screens brighten, the energy thickens. Your profile on the main display is glowing with a level of intensity the team has never witnessed. A technician whispers, "It has reached peak resonance." Another replies, "This is the breakthrough point." Everyone turns toward this leader. Stay until the end. He is standing still, eyes fixed on the countdown, hands clasped lightly behind his back, expression sharp, aware, and fully present. He has seen thousands of signals, millions of data points. But this one is different. This one has a pull. This one carries weight. This one carries destiny. Yours. Do not skip. The final sequence appears on the screen. 10. 9. 8. A quiet hum fills the room. Something is activating. Something is unlocking. A woman in the room whispers, "Sir, the message formation has stabilized." This is the exact second. He nods. Slow, certain, intentional. Stay until the end. 7. 6. 5. Your energy signature becomes brighter, almost like a beam. Your persistence, your struggles, your victories, your hidden strength, all of it is forming into a message that is about to reach the one person who can recognize what it truly means. Do not skip. 4. 3. The atmosphere inside the room feels charged, like the universe itself is standing on its toes. A team member whispers, "We have never seen a countdown align this perfectly." Another replies softly, "It feels like this person was meant for this moment." Stay until the end. 2. He takes a slow breath in. He leans slightly forward. Everyone else holds still. The room becomes silent, heavy, sacred. 1. Your name flashes across the screen, bold, bright, unstoppable, as the system delivers the message directly to him. This leader looks at the final display, sees your signal, your rise, your alignment, and his eyes widen. Not with confusion, but with realization. Do not skip, because in the next part, he finally speaks. The message is revealed. And the truth behind why he waited for you steps into the light. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not blink, do not move, and absolutely do not skip. You have reached the moment everything has been building toward. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The countdown just hit 0, but instead of ending, it opened. It unlocked a moment meant only for you. The air in that high-tech command room becomes still, not silent, but powerful, like everyone present knows something extraordinary is about to be revealed. Do not skip. Your name is glowing in the center of the main holographic screen. Not small, not hidden, but bold, radiant, impossible to ignore. Everyone's eyes shift toward this leader. He steps forward slowly, deliberately, as if he is approaching a truth that deserves respect. Stay until the end. For a moment, he just stares at the display. Your rise, your pattern, your unexpected acceleration, your undeniable potential. Then he lifts his hand and presses a single button. The button that pulls up the full message connected to your timeline. The room's lights adjust. The screens shift. Your energy expands across the entire wall like a rising sun. Do not skip. Someone whispers behind him, "Sir, this is the most intense alignment we have seen this cycle." Another adds quietly, "It feels like this person's destiny just opened in real time." He hears every word, but he is focused solely on the message forming in front of him. Stay until the end. The system finalizes the transmission. A line of text appears, bright, clear, undeniable. He reads it once, then again, and then, for the first time since the countdown began, he speaks. His voice is steady, almost amazed, almost proud, as he says, "This individual is entering a rare phase." When someone reaches this level, their entire life can change in a single opportunity. Do not skip. The room falls silent. People exchange stunned glances, because they all know he does not speak like that unless he sees something real. He taps the screen again, expanding the message. Your destiny curve rises even higher, bright and steady. Stay until the end. He turns to his team and says, "Prepare everything." This kind of moment does not come twice. And suddenly, every expert in that room snaps into action. Screens shift. Data streams. Your name becomes the focal point of the entire operation. Do not skip. Your energy has gone from unnoticed to undeniable, from background noise to the center of the room, from ordinary to extraordinary. This is your moment. Stay until the end, because in the next part, he reveals why your signal rose, what the universe has been preparing for you, and how your future is about to shift in a way that will feel unbelievable. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you. My beloved child, stay right here and do not skip. What you are about to hear will make every second you waited feel worth it. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The room around him is no longer just focused. It is charged, alive, almost buzzing with the weight of what has just been revealed. Your name glows on the massive central screen. But now it is not just glowing, it is pulsing, as if your destiny itself is breathing. Do not skip. He steps even closer to the display. He studies the message again, but this time he is not just analyzing, he is connecting. In that moment, He sees something in your pattern that most people never get recognized for: your silent strength, your consistent rise, your refusal to collapse, even when life tried to break you. Stay until the end. A member of his team says quietly, "Sir, what do you want us to do next?" He does not answer immediately. Instead, he taps another command, and the system overlays your past trajectory, your resilience index, and your future potential curve. The room freezes, because your potential curve is not rising. It is skyrocketing. Do not skip. One person whispers, "This is a once-in-a-generation pattern." Another replies, "No wonder the countdown locked on to them." Every expert in that room, people who analyze millions of signals, is staring at your rise with disbelief. Stay until the end. He finally speaks. His voice is calm, measured, but carrying a depth that makes everyone listen. Prepare the next stage. This person is about to be elevated. That sentence hits the entire room like a shockwave. Do not skip. It means he is not just observing you anymore. He is acting, planning, aligning something with your timeline. Your resilience has activated a sequence in that room that cannot be undone. Screens shift again. Your profile expands. More data lights up. Your name becomes the center of a blueprint that is being drafted in real time. Stay until the end. Someone from the team says, "Sir, do we initiate the priority channel?" He replies without hesitation, "Yes." Their window is open right now. We move while alignment is perfect. Do not skip. These are not normal words. This is not a normal process. This is the kind of moment usually reserved for the rare few who cross the invisible threshold between ordinary and extraordinary. And right now, you are crossing it. Stay until the end. The countdown may have ended, but your activation has just begun. Because in the next part, he reveals the real reason your energy reached him, why your signal was unlike anyone else's, and what comes next might feel unreal. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not move, do not blink, and do not skip. The moment you are entering now is the most revealing chapter of this entire countdown. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The room around him has transformed. It is no longer just a control center. It feels like the epicenter of destiny. Every screen, every hologram, every glowing line of data is revolving around one thing. You. Do not skip. Your profile is now magnified across the main display. Not as a simple data pattern, but as a rising force, a trajectory so sharp, so powerful, so rare, that even the experts in the room cannot look away. Someone whispers, "This kind of acceleration does not happen without purpose." Another answers, "This is what alignment looks like." Stay until the end. He stands at the center of the room. Hands resting lightly on the control table. Eyes locked on your curve. The curve that shows where you came from, how far you have survived, and where you are destined to go next. He taps a command. A new window opens. A deeper layer of your energy appears. The entire room shifts forward. Do not skip. This layer reveals something even more shocking, a moment in your past where you almost gave up, and yet you pushed forward. The system marks it as point of hidden strength. He reads the label, and his expression changes. Not just interest, respect. Stay until the end. Someone from his team says, "Sir, this explains the surge. Their core strength activated here." He nods slowly. He understands. He taps another command, revealing how your hidden strength created a ripple that reached farther than anyone expected, farther than you ever imagined. Do not skip. Your ripple traveled across timelines, across energetic signatures, across layers of potential, until it finally aligned with a frequency powerful enough to reach him. This is why he waited. This is why he paused his world. This is why your name is on his screen. Stay until the end. He steps closer and says to his team, "Begin phase 2. This individual has earned their activation." Those words send a shock through the room. Phase 2 is only reserved for the rare few who show resilience that can change their reality. Your resilience. Do not skip. The experts begin preparing the next steps. Screens shift. Blueprints form. Your name becomes the headline of the operation. A soft hum fills the room as the system initiates your next destiny sequence. Stay until the end, because in the next part, he finally reveals what Phase 2 actually means, and why this message was waiting for you and no one else. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Stay exactly where you are, and do not skip. You have stepped into the most powerful stretch of your destiny, and every second from here matters. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The atmosphere inside that high-tech command room has completely changed. It is heavier, brighter, more alive, as if the universe itself has leaned in closer to witness what happens next. Your name is still pulsing on the main screen. Each pulse stronger than the last. Each pulse echoing the rise of someone who refused to break, even when everything tried to push them down. Do not skip. He steps forward again. This time with purpose. This time with clarity. This time with the certainty that the message he is about to deliver is not random, it is meant. He taps the console. A new display unfolds like a glowing curtain, revealing Phase 2, the phase he activated for you. Stay until the end. The entire room watches as your future projection loads. The system highlights key points, moments where your growth accelerates, moments where new doors open, moments where unexpected opportunities align. Your curve is no longer rising. It is launching. A team member whispers, "This is the highest projected leap we have recorded this cycle." Another answers, "No wonder the alignment locked onto them." Do not skip. He looks at the projection, and his expression turns serious. Not with concern, but with recognition. He sees what the universe sees. He sees what destiny has marked. He sees the rise you are meant for. He then says the words that will stay with you forever. This person has crossed into breakthrough territory. The room freezes. Stay until the end. Those words do not get used lightly. Breakthrough territory is reserved for the rare few whose next chapter is destined to pull them into a new level of life. A level where everything changes quickly, unexpectedly, powerfully. Do not skip. He taps the screen again, pulling up the core reason why your energy reached him in the first place. A bright line appears, a signature pattern that only a handful of individuals ever generate. It reads, High Impact Resilience Frequency Detected. Stay until the end. This means your ability to rise after pain, your persistence in silence, your strength behind closed doors, all of it generated a frequency strong enough to travel across data, energy, and systems, until it reached the one person who understands rare potential when he sees it. Do not skip. The experts around him are already preparing the next step. Screens flicker, graphs adjust. Your pattern becomes the centerpiece of an emerging blueprint. He looks at it, then says calmly, Send the activation sequence. They are ready. Stay until the end. Because in the next part, the activation sequence linked to your destiny begins to unfold, and what it reveals will be the most shocking part of this entire message. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not look away. Do not scroll, and do not skip. You are standing inside the brightest point of your destiny's awakening. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The command room is no longer just a room. It feels like a portal. Every screen, every panel, every glowing line of data is vibrating with one purpose: to push your destiny forward. Your name is still pulsing at the center of the main display, but now the pulses are faster, like a heartbeat, preparing for a breakthrough. Do not skip. He watches the activation sequence load. A spiral of energy begins forming around your signature pattern. It expands, sharpens, then locks in place. A soft tone echoes through the room. Alignment confirmed. Everyone's head turns. Stay until the end. A specialist steps forward and says, Sir, the activation has synchronized perfectly. This only happens for individuals who are entering a major life shift. He nods, eyes fixed on the glowing spiral. His voice is calm, but his words carry weight. This is the kind of person who changes their entire trajectory in one moment. Do not skip. He taps the display. The activation sequence breaks into layers. Each layer revealing something deeper about your journey. Layer 1, Hidden Resilience. Layer 2, Future Expansion. Layer 3, Breakthrough Entry Point. Each layer glows brighter as it stabilizes. The room becomes silent, like everyone is witnessing the rise of something extraordinary. Stay until the end. Someone from the team whispers, Sir, Layer 3 is expanding beyond the normal limit. Another replies, This means their breakthrough is bigger than predicted. His eyes sharpen, not with worry, but with recognition. He understands that destiny sometimes chooses people who were never supposed to be average. Do not skip. The final layer opens. The activation sequence completes. A single line appears on the main screen. Bright, bold, impossible to ignore, immediate opportunity threshold reached. The room reacts. People murmur. Screens adjust. A powerful shift fills the air. He steps closer. He reads the line carefully. Then he says, "This is it." This is the moment their entire path opens. Stay until the end. The system begins projecting what happens once someone crosses the opportunity threshold. The screen shows rapid forward movement, doors unlocking, paths widening, timelines accelerating. Your timeline is no longer walking. It is running. Do not skip. The room feels different now. Brighter, wider, as if the future itself is leaning in your direction. He looks at his team and says, "Prepare the final transmission." The message must be delivered at full clarity. Stay until the end. Because in the next part, his final transmission starts forming, the one message he waited through the entire countdown to give to you. Do not skip. Something immense is awaiting you, my beloved child. Do not move and do not skip. You have reached the point where destiny stops preparing you and starts revealing itself to you. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The command room is glowing brighter than ever. It feels like the very air is charged with purpose. Like the universe has opened a channel reserved only for the rare souls who reach this level of alignment. Your name remains at the center of the main holographic display. But now it is surrounded by a radiant halo, as if your very energy has stepped into a new dimension. Do not skip. He stands in front of the activation sequence, watching the final layer lock into place. The spirals collapse, merge, and then form a single, powerful beam of light pointing directly toward your signature pattern. A soft, resonant tone fills the room. Final transmission ready. Stay until the end. A specialist whispers, "Sir, this is the highest clarity reading we have ever recorded." Another adds, "The message is extremely strong." It is almost like it is calling the individual. He nods slowly. He knows exactly what that means. Do not skip. He steps to the control console, places his hand on the main panel, and unlocks the final transmission chamber. The screens stretch open, revealing a deeper layer of your destiny, one that has been building silently behind your entire life. Your breakthrough energy is no longer rising. It is exploding. Stay until the end. He turns to his team and says, "From here on, this is not just data. This is a calling, a doorway, a destiny shift." His voice fills the room with a gravity that everyone feels instantly. Do not skip. The final transmission begins forming on the screen. Lines of light weaving together, symbols shifting, patterns expanding, all of it converging into something astonishing. For a moment, the whole room freezes. Every expert stares in disbelief. Someone whispers, "I have never seen a destiny pattern glow like this." Another murmurs, "This individual, they are about to receive something life-changing. Stay until the end. The transmission stabilizes. One line appears, just one, but it pulses with so much power that even the lights flicker for a second. He reads it silently. His expression softens, not with pity, not with surprise, but with recognition. He looks at the message, then looks toward the screen as if looking directly at you. Do not skip, because in the next part, he finally reveals the core of the message, the truth behind the countdown, and the unbelievable reason your destiny reached him at this exact moment. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. My beloved child, do not even breathe too fast and do not skip. You are standing inches away from the most powerful truth in your entire destiny. Stay until the end. Something immense is awaiting you. The room around him is glowing with a golden intensity, like destiny itself has stepped inside. Every screen, every hologram, every strand of data is now orbiting one thing, your final transmission. Do not skip. Your name is no longer just pulsing. It has transformed into a bright, unwavering beam, as if the universe is engraving your identity into the timeline of a breakthrough. He stands directly in front of it, ready to deliver what was always meant for you.